He is known for his extensive contributions to the field of philosophy. He is recognized for his groundbreaking work on the historical development of Greek philosophy. He is Eduard Zeller. Eduard Zeller, born in Kleinbottwar, Germany, was a prominent philosopher and theologian of the 19th century. Raised in a family of government officials, Zeller pursued his education at the evangelical seminaries of Maulbronn and Blaubeuren, where he showed early promise as a scholar. He later continued his studies at the University of Tübingen, heavily influenced by the philosophy of Hegel. In 1836, Zeller earned his doctorate by presenting a thesis on Plato's laws, showcasing his deep understanding of Greek philosophy. His scholarly achievements led him to become a Privatdozent of theology at Tübingen and later a professor of theology at Bern. However, disputes with the clerical party prompted him to shift his focus to the philosophy faculty. Zeller's reputation continued to grow, and in 1862, he assumed the position of professor of philosophy at the University of Heidelberg. Throughout his career, Zeller made significant contributions to the field of philosophy. His most notable work, The Philosophy of Greeks in Their Historical Development, underwent multiple revisions to incorporate new research and insights. This comprehensive text became the standard textbook on Greek philosophy, translated into numerous languages across Europe. Zeller's writings also touched on theological debates, particularly the question of whether theology could be considered a science. While initially influenced by Hegelianism, Zeller eventually developed his own philosophical system. He recognized the importance of revisiting the epistemological problems left unresolved by Kant and critically analyzing them. Zeller's dedication to exploring these issues earned him a prominent place among his contemporaries and further solidified his intellectual legacy. Eduard Zeller, renowned for his contributions to the history of philosophy, left a lasting impact on the field. However, while his accomplishments were influential, some critics argue that he may not have fully grasped the cultural context and individual nuances of thinkers. Nonetheless, Zeller's conception of Greek thought was deeply influenced by Hegelian dialectical philosophy. Zeller's work on Greek philosophy, particularly his renowned work, Philosophie der Griechen, earned him recognition and praise from philosophers and learned societies worldwide. Even the German emperor and the German people held him in high regard. In fact, in 1894, Emperor Wilhelm II bestowed upon him the prestigious title of Wirklicher Geheimrat, with the honorific Excellenz. Zeller's bust, along with that of Helmholtz, was even placed near the statues of the Emperor and Empress Frederick at the Brandenburg Gate. Critics argue that Zeller heavily emphasized Hegel's concept of the concept and relied too much on the Hegelian antithesis of subject and object. However, despite these criticisms, Zeller's history of Greek philosophy remains influential and highly regarded. His work has been translated into English, with various sections covering different aspects of Greek philosophy. Notably, Zeller was one of the first philosophers to use the term superhuman in his work. This term later became central in the philosophies of Nietzsche and the propaganda of the Nazi Party. Zeller described the happiness derived from the superhuman as something beyond the ordinary, while contrasting it with the happiness that arises from ethical virtues, which he deemed as merely a characteristic human good. Eduard Zeller's contributions to the history of philosophy, particularly his understanding of Greek thought, have left a lasting impact. While some critics question his awareness of cultural context and individual thinkers, his work remains influential. Furthermore, his use of the term superhuman foreshadowed its later significance in Nietzsche's philosophy and Nazi propaganda. Zeller's insights continue to shed light on the complexities of philosophical thought and its relevance to our daily lives.
Do you want to explore more philosophers? Who do you want to see featured next? Subscribe and leave a comment below to let me know. I'll see you in the next video.